Hello guys, my name is Anatoly and welcome to the 4th episode of my Smite Conquest League ranked games. In this specific episode, I'm actually going to view over a replay in which I was playing Anubis in the solo lane here. And today I played a lot of ranked games actually. Today I played about, I think 17 or 18 ranked games, and in this replay I'm just going to put it over the shoulder view for my own personal view at 1x speed, make it look like a, like a real game, because it's kind of late right now. I want to create a little bit more content for the channel, but I don't want to record myself playing another game right now, so I'm just going to go over this replay specifically and go over my thoughts as I was playing it and all that good stuff. So going into the game, my jungler is a Naja, and I knew I was going to be against a tier, and once this last guy loads in on the replay screen, I could tell you guys who else was there. Okay, so it was a tier and a Bastet. Tier solo lane, Bastet jungle. So against that kind of a comp, I wanted to prepare myself and be ready by getting beats for the tier and getting sprint for the Bastet. And as you can see, when I leave my base, if you see the items on the bottom hand side, the bottom right, I went sprint, beats, 2 pots, health, 2 mana pots, and vampiric shroud. This is all I need basically to survive the laning phase against tier and Bastet. And the cool thing about Anubis is tier cannot use his number 1, aka Fearless, on Anubis while Anubis is channeling his number 1, which I believe is called the Plague of Locusts. He cannot be grabbed by, or knocked back rather, by anything during his Plague of Locusts. Also, during the ultimate of Anubis, you can't be knocked back either. And a lot of people underestimate Anubis' damage, and I personally like the Anubis versus tier matchup because you can stop the tier mid-dash, and you can do some really cool, interesting technical stuff. So the more and more you play Smite, and if you feel confident in your technical abilities in landing skill shots and understanding the enemy god's skill set, then you can do really cool stuff here with certain gods, especially gods like Anubis, Vulcan. Also, like any god with tier 3 beads, you could do stuff by reducing their cooldown by 5 seconds, so you could spam all your spells, pop that beads 3, and then use your second rotation of spells there. So right here I was just saving my 1. I didn't want to use it here on the speed because I wanted to use it on the blue buff because there's a 15-second cooldown waiting period for the Plague of Locusts. Right there, I just reset it, the buff to the Naja, because Naja's going to kill it all back, or not all back, but it's going to kill most of it back with her Bumbus Mask, or his Bumbus Mask, sorry. So right here, basically, we zoned them out of getting a little bit of golden experience there. Now right here, I backed out because I didn't want to be fearless into the tower. Even though I did have beads, I didn't want to pop it too prematurely there. And right here, I basically get them out of the melee line. I don't want them anywhere near that creep the minions. I want to basically deny as much golden experience as I possibly can by getting the wave constantly to their tower. Justice awaits. So just doing a little bit of poke here, trying to separate myself from the Naja so that we both don't get scratched by the Bastets. Number 2. And right here I'm just doing a little bit more poke. Unfortunately the Naja missed, but did a good job poking here. And right here, with that ring bounce, I was about to drop my 3 on that Bastet, but the tier did a really good job by knocking me away with his defensive stance 1. I'm not sure what it's called. So I could have did a little bit of a better job positioning my 3 there. So right there I stunned the tier and making him eat some auto attacks for myself along with the melee minions and the archers. So right here, this is just pretty straightforward. Also, you always have to keep in mind if the enemy does have blink on him, but in which case he doesn't. And right here, I hit level 5, so I'm waiting for the dash, and he dashes, and then I just drop my ultimate and pop my sprint, secure the kill. Nothing he could do about it because the whole wave is there, and he's just taking way too much damage there. So it was basically a race to 5, and I got there first, and managed to get a kill because he uses fearless offensively to bunch the creep wave up, and it's very easy for Anubis to clear the wave because the way his spells work just does a lot of high base damage without items. You don't necessarily need, you know, the fully finished Rada Tahuti or whatever to do a lot of damage with Anubis. As long as you get your skill shots generally in the right location, you'll be doing a lot of damage and you'll catch the enemy off guard. Which I believe I did catch this guy off guard. I don't think he was expecting me to, first of all, hit level 5 in the first place, and then second of all, do as much damage as I did. But then again, the archers and the melee was helping me out there also. So right there, he was playing a little bit aggressive there, which is fine. He's wasting a lot of... He doesn't have blue buff, and he was wasting a lot of mana, which was a little bit silly of him, but... So in this situation, there's nothing I can do here to try to damage him. I'd rather just play it safe and stalemate, even though I did get a kill. Sometimes there are certain situations where you will lose the, like, a certain wave, right? So that wave I lost, just because when I killed him I backed and then he got to lane before me, so he had lane control, and now I have to reestablish a lane control and I have to play extremely careful. So I noticed that the tier still doesn't have blink, so I feel very confident in not dying versus him, and the only way he can kill me by himself is if he ultis on top of me and tries to fearless me there. And I noticed that the Ra was trying to gank me there. I managed to avoid the gank. So I'm just like basically throwing out a bandage wrap stun there, trying to see if I can land it and just do a little bit of harass poke there on the tier, and I can set him up for an easy kill later on with my ultimate combo. So right here I remember Naja does a good job of baiting this tier. Stuns ultimates, which sets me up easily with a drop of 3, and I ulti him. And unfortunately for me, the Bastet and the Ra were there to clean me up, but because of that good rotation that caught me off guard, which is fine for me because I made the correct play in assisting the Naja. It was just unfortunate for me that the Bastet came behind me and Ra was rotating also. So it turned out to be a 1-for-1, the solo for solo, and I believe our jungler got the kill, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think our jungler got the kill there, so that was, you know, it's better for us there. Because I still got the assist, whereas the tier didn't get an assist for my death at all. Or at least, actually he did get an assist for my death, look at that. Unless that was an assist elsewhere, but I don't think it was. Sorry that I just pushed the wave out really quickly, and now I'm trying to assist my teammates on the middle lane here, see if I could do something. I ward the blue buff as I'm running away, or running to mid lane rather. I'm looking for an opportunity to do something here. Now right there I kind of panicked because I saw Geb turn the corner and I wasn't expecting a Geb to turn the corner. So as soon as my Plague of Locust ended there, I popped my beads and sprint, trying to get back to the safety of the mid lane tower. Now I'm like basically looking for an opportunity to poke the tier. Like I see him with my ward, so I'm trying to see if I could do something here. And right here, basically, I do a lot of damage. Even though I don't kill him necessarily outright, I do a lot of damage to him. And he's forced to play extremely passive. So right now I'm showing my presence here to him, and this is very important. I'm showing presence that I will wrap stun him, and which I did here, but he didn't take as much damage as I thought he would there. So I do force him back here, I believe, and I get the tower off of him backing, or at least I'm pretty sure I get the tower here. Probably close, but yeah, my mentality was to get out of there because I was kind of low and I wanted to back to safety to prevent myself from getting ganked by Bastet. And thankfully for me that the tower did go down like I calculated. It was you know, pretty cool calculation there, which worked out in my favor. And I'm going for a Doom Orb here because I'm pretty far ahead of the solo laner and got his tower down, and I'm feeling very confident that he won't be able to kill me as long as I got my tier 3 beads here, which is also really important. It's important because, you know, when you use it defensively, you also have offensive capabilities to turn a whole team fight around by, you know, using a second wave of spells. So right there I just used my Plague of Locusts to assist. And unfortunately my stun was on cooldown earlier, but now it's off, and unfortunately our Naja died, but yeah, good rotation by the enemy team there. Basically just looking for an opportunity to do something. I warded in between just in case they felt like, yeah, they wanted to come back there. So right there, that was a little bit silly. It was taking a little bit too much poke there. And I didn't know where Tyr was here. He's not spotted by my wards, so I'm just playing a little cautious here. Trying to spot around corners if I can. Spot the middle, like right here, right there. I'm trying to spot if I can see Tyr's sword. Sometimes you can see his sword, like his sword is very long, and it might stick around the corner sometimes if he's running too. So that's kind of what I was trying to look for there. So right now I'm just being really annoying to this Tyr, not letting him back when he wants to back. I want to keep him here as long as possible. Because, you know, since I want to stay here, I don't want him to leave quite yet either. And this actually sets up an opportunity for a gank, but then the Neath on the opposite side of the map makes a counter gank with her ultimate, which buys the Tyr a little bit of time. And thankfully they were calling, I believe they were calling the MIA on the Raw. So I backed off here. So right here I'm just looking for an opportunity to see if I can catch somebody slipping really quickly. So unfortunately my 3 was kind of mispositioned. It wasn't placed right on top of the Tyr. If it was, probably would have got that kill easily. And it's really unfortunate that the Naja died there, because I had a perfect wrap stun there in the combo, but my 3 was just a little too misplaced. It could have been placed a little bit better there. And right here I'm feeling very confident. I'm backing for a fully finished Doom Orb, and I'm gonna basically try to build up stacks here and do more damage throughout the game. Not really afraid of the Tyr with the Tyr, as long as I have my tier 3 beads up and about. And right here, I like to get a lot of penetration in my build. As you can see, I got the penetration boots. And right here, I'm waiting for the Naja to come so she can get experience and gold from that blue buff. it's really important to help out your jungler and waiting for them to try to get in position for that last hit if you can. Sometimes you can't really help it, but in that situation, it did. And right now I'm calling that the enemy's missing on my solo lane because I had no idea where he is. So I decided to push this out really quickly and rotate, and I see him here. Drop a ward. And since I cleared the wave here, I'm kind of like looking for an opportunity to do something, but we have all the towers, all the tier 1 towers down, or except for the left side tower, or our right, I guess. On the minimap it's the left side. And oh, so right there, and I was really nervous that I was gonna get fearless by the tier. So after I missed my stun on the tier, I just instantly dropped my 1, and it prevented me from getting pulled by the tier there. So I'm seeing that tier's backing with my ward, and I'm gonna use this to my advantage by rotating middle and trying to look for an opportunity. So that was just it was accurate. My skill shot was just max distance, so I didn't reach far enough there. Even if you don't get a kill necessarily, sometimes in a gank, showing presence sometimes is a big help for your team, because it's gonna it might make the enemy make a wrong move. So right here, like, I can't really help them under the tower, but I could get this kill right here on the Geb, which I do. I just quickly ulti just to secure the kill and do Gold Fury right after. We kill 3 people, only lose our Ares, and the next call right here to extend your lead is to get Gold Fury, especially since we killed them right next to Gold Fury. Gold Fury here, and I was thinking about staying for a little bit right here. I believe I wanted to get Spear of the Magus, or Spear of the Magus, to help out my Poseidon a little bit also. But I decided to just go back to base now because I was really low, and I just got my tier 2 Spear of the Magus. And right now, me and my teammates were like trolling each other in chat, just having fun with each other. So I just decided to save my use my skills there in Fountain. Just to troll a little bit. So right here, the wave is pushed to my solo lane, so I'm thinking I'll just go here and clear the wave real quick, maybe push another wave, but then rotate mid from there. Really nothing too complicated about this decision. Trying to last hit here. Plague of Locusts is actually a really good tool to wave clear, and I saw the Bastet around the corner, so I decided to just like let her try to come around the corner and stun wrap her, but I didn't hit the stun there, unfortunately. She didn't turn the corner right as I thought she would. So right now I'm feeling really brave and big right now, based on how much damage I do. So I'm calling that the tier is rotating mid, and I'm following him also, but once I see that blink, I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do there to save him, but I'm gonna see if I can help this Poseidon, because I know tier is still there. We see him with wards and stuff. So right there, the Ares basically forced the tier to ulti, because Ares Chains is a cripple, and so is Poseidon's Whirlpool. So that tier could not fearless away at all. He had to burn his ulti there to get away safely. So right there, unfortunately, I missed my wrap, which would have guaranteed an easier kill. I didn't have to take so much tower damage, and Poseidon didn't have to take that much damage either. So right here, this is just unfortunate. You know, the kitties are gonna kill me, but it's okay because we're gonna get like more kills there. Meat is gonna clean up, looks like a little bit, but So far that was a 3 for 2, which is in our favor. Let's take a look around here in the meantime. Nothing really going on except for this Nauseous looking like risky. And they surrender basically. They're really far behind at this point in time. Almost 10,000 gold behind at the 17-minute mark is not very fun to try to come back from such a deficit. So anyway guys, in watching this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay of me playing Anubis in the solo lane against a tier. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy the content that I do provide for you. Fine, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.